Hello everyone, this is Anson from AnsonAlex.com and welcome back to my 2014 video series on using Google Drive. In this video, I'm going to talk solely about the revision history feature in Google Drive. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'm just going to open up Google Chrome and I've already got my Google Drive opened up here at drive.google.com. Don't forget to check out the other videos in this series, by the way. If you're just tuning into this one, I'm documenting pretty much every feature within Google Drive here in 2014, so check out my YouTube channel to see those other videos. The reason I'm doing an entire video on this feature is because I think it's one of the most powerful features of Google Drive. Usually I incorporate this feature in some of my other videos, but this year we've got a whole video tailored just for revision history. So I've got a list of documents here, and I'm just going to open up one of them that I know has had a few changes made to it. It's this financial spreadsheet document up here at the top. Now, I know there isn't a ton of data in here. You can see we've only got 5 rows of data here, but we've got enough to see what the revision history does. Now, with Google Drive being a collaborative tool, meaning that multiple people can work on the same document, this revision history becomes really important for a couple different reasons, and I'm going to explain those in a minute. But first, let's take a look at how we can access revision history. So in any type of document, it can be a spreadsheet, a PowerPoint, a Word document, or just your regular Google Doc, you can go up to the File menu here at the top, and go to See Revision History. Now when you do that, your screen changes a little bit. You still have a snapshot of your document on the left of your screen, and then over here to the right you have a toolbar where you can see different revisions of this document. When you have multiple people working on a document, if somebody makes a change, you might not need to revert to a previous version of that document, but you might just want to see what the changes they made were. And you can do that here in Revision History without actually having to revert to an older version. So you'll notice that right now on the right side of my screen, I have 3 different revisions of this document. We can see who made changes in each revision. So the first change that was made was by Anonymous. And you'll notice that this user is orange, and then me, Anson Alexander, I'm in green. So I could go ahead and I could look at this second revision here, and you'll notice that this revision actually has some numbers in it, and the actual things that I changed in this particular revision are highlighted in green. One, they're highlighted to say that, hey, these changes were made in this revision, and they're in green to say, hey, Anson Alexander is the one that made these changes. So if we had another user that was collaborating on this document, they would have a different color associated with their name, and the changes that they make on the document would be highlighted in the same color that their name is shown in. So it helps you kind of differentiate who's making what changes. Now, at the same time, we don't have that many revisions for this document over here on the right side of my screen right now. But there's this little button at the bottom of this toolbar that says Show More Detailed Revisions. And if we click that, it will actually add a few more revisions that we could go back to. So you can see in this particular revision right here, the only change that we made was adding 1,345 at the bottom. If we go back to a previous revision, it's going to be the previous number that we entered. So you can see how detailed this is. If at any time I wanted to restore to one of these revisions, so let's say we go back to Anson Alexander's change at 10:48 a.m. That's the one I want. I didn't want those numbers in there. They were incorrect numbers. We're going to revert to this version. We can click on the Restore This Version link that's in blue on the right side of our screen. Now here's the cool thing about this, is that even if you restore to an older version, so in this case we would restore to a blank document, if at some point in the future we decided, hey, never mind, we shouldn't have restored, we need the old version back that had all the changes in it, we can do that. What's going to happen is, and I'm going to show you in a second, when I restore this version right here, it's actually just going to create a new version, and it's going to put it at the top of my list. And it's going to look just like this. It's going to be a blank document. But these other versions will remain intact, the versions that actually have numbers in it. Right? So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's restore to this version at 10:48 that doesn't have any data. I click the button, and almost without even seeing anything, that version is restored. I can click the X, and you'll notice that my sheet is completely blank. But like I said, something comes up in the future, we need to get back that data. We can go to File, See Revision History, and then we could show some more detailed revisions. And this version right here doesn't have any numbers, but if we go back to the 129 version, we have all of our data. We could then restore that version, and it will create a new version at the top of our list. So this is a really, really useful feature. Also, as I've mentioned in the other videos on Google Drive saves your documents automatically, so you don't have to worry about saving, and then you know that you've always got that revision history, so if something happens and you need to go back to a previous version, you can always do that. So definitely take advantage of this feature. It definitely also helps make it so that people can't sabotage documents. Somebody wants to go in and they're leaving the company and they want to delete a whole bunch of stuff before they leave. Well, they can go ahead and delete it, But once they're gone, you can go into the revision history and restore the versions that had the data. So it definitely also gives your documents some protection there as well. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I would appreciate a thumbs up here on YouTube. Stay tuned for my future videos regarding Google Drive here in 2014. Definitely going to have a sharing video as well as some other advanced features here in Google Drive. So that's all I have for you for right now. Thanks for watching. This is Anson from AnsonAlex.com.